What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and welcome to the Treetop News for this Monday, October the 10th. Man, long time no see, huh? I think the last time I did one was Wednesday? Or was it last Thursday? I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. I have one for you today, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the Treetop News. And as always, we're going to start off with international news. Enjoy. There's a lot of things I am not able to tell you because we're on YouTube. However, I really welcome you and highly suggest that you check out my Telegram channel. Link is available in the description box below because that's where you'll get a lot of information that I'm not allowed to talk about here on YouTube. And you'll get the full context, you'll get receipts. I constantly update that. So the things that I learned about what's going on over there are things I'm not allowed to say over here because, gotta push a certain narrative. However, let's talk about the bridge and how things are probably going down right now. Like, I'm doing this in the morning. Like, I do a live stream and then I have to get up enough energy to do the treetop videos. And I want to talk about the bridge that I'm a little cold. Excuse my little comfy blankie. Let's talk about this bridge that was connecting Crimea to Russia. And what happened was, I don't really need to go into the details. Do I really need to read this? Because from what my understanding was, there was a truck, a huge truck, like an 18-wheeler, and it blew up on the bridge. I think 3 people died. And the time that the truck was crossing over the bridge and it blew itself up, a train on the other side of the bridge that was carrying, I think, oil or gas was on the other side. Now, it was pretty unique that a lot of that entire side didn't blow up with all that gas, but that was it. But I wanted to look. I guess I can read a little bit of it to you and then tell you what's happened since then. The rail and road bridge from mainland Russia to Crimea Peninsula, annexed by Moscow in 2014, has been pictured in flames the morning that President Vladimir Putin's 70th birthday. So I have a video of the little man who's always begging for money and weapons. I have him actually bragging about it and using code words like he's the weatherman. And they're so proud of the human rights violations that they're committing, and also the fascism. And I'm not saying that just to say it. I mean, the straight up fascism. They have now wrote a law where they have control over all the media, all the newspapers, and also the internet. And they're they're going to get rid of misinformation or disinformation. And therefore, if they deemed anything to be misinformation or disinformation, it will be scrubbed from the media outlet, including the internet. Yes. Oh boy, just like your mammy and pappy from World War II, Nazi Germany. So anyway, so this is what happened to the bridge. But the next day, it fixed. You know what makes me angry is that if you don't really look on unbiased channels and newspapers, you would have no idea that the bridge was fixed. Because when you look at the newspapers, or not newspapers, sorry, old habits. When you look at the blogs and the articles on Google or DuckDuckGo or Yahoo, they're like, oh, the Crimea Bridge is partially open. No, it's not partially. It's fully opened. I was really shocked that they repaired it, but it seems like that truck didn't do that much damage. Let's read a little bit of this here. Cars and bus traffic resume on the Crimea Bridge, damaged on Saturday morning by an explosion, announced the head of the Crimea Republic, Sergei. There's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that last name. The movement of vehicles on the Crimea Bridge has begun. At the moment, the traffic is open to cars and buses with the passage of the full inspection procedure. The official asked truck drivers to plan the route using the Kish ferry crossing. According to him, in 2 hours, the ferry Kirsch, I think that's how you pronounce it, begins to run through the straits. The movement on the bridge was resumed in reverse mode. Representatives of the police said that from the Kirsch, only 10 cars are allowed to enter the bridge and intervals in intervals of 10 to 15 minutes. So it looks like the Russians were lax on the security during the bridge, and I would think like on Putin's birthday, you guys were just like chilling, like didn't think that this was good optics. Here's the deal. This is what I've noticed. The little man who likes to beg for money and weapons, it's all about optics. It's all about optics. I'm all about optics. We got control over Twitter. We got control over Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. We are in a position for optics. But in reality, optics don't matter when you're actually fighting on the ground, all right? When you're going low on ammunition. I want you to understand what this means. I want you to look at this right here, okay? I'm going to show you what this picture is telling you and what it's I want you to tell, this picture is going to tell you something, and it's going to tell you what's not really happening and what's really happening. Remember all of these HIMARS and these rockets, and everybody's saying that Russia is running low on ammunition and they're going to be like using old ammo and weapons from back in World War I. Well, my question is that Kyiv, the Ukrainian military, has been firing rockets at this bridge several times and other bridges. Why would you use a truck? Now, you're probably saying, well, if we use a truck, they can't say we fired we fired a missile there. Or maybe, just maybe, I'm just throwing it out there, maybe you are running low on the HIMARS, on the actual missiles, and you can't afford to fly it over there like you was doing with the bridges in Belarus, as well as another bridge. It's another bridge inland. I can't think of it right now. But you used a truck with explosives for the bridge, and the Russians were able to fix it in a day. An entire day. Yeah, but who's winning again? Okay. Energy crisis. An EU cap on gas prices would end the market as we know it, experts warn. As the European Union stares into the abyss of a potentially catastrophic energy crisis, policymakers are becoming increasingly frantic about what to do next, what message to give, and what relief to offer for households and companies under extreme financial stress. See, I want to go in so much detail about this. But this is a self-inflicted wound. That's all I can say. The bloc has so far focused its efforts on collecting extra funds for cash-strapped governments who are pumping out billions in emergency aid to help cushion the pain for soaring bills. But with traditional market tools exhausted, public coffers running dry, and winter looming, some countries are now turning towards drastic solutions. Last month, a group of 15 EU countries, including France, Italy, and Spain, joined forces in a public letter calling for the EU-wide cap on prices of all gas imports and transactions. The signatures argue that the wholesale cap would help curb prices before expensive gas supplies enter the common market, reach power plants, and spill over into electricity bills. For elected politicians fearing popular unrest, and too late, that popular unrest already happening. It's been happening for a while though. The dismal opinion of polls, the cap represents a fix worth a shot. But for energy experts, the cap is a leap of faith, one taken out of despair rather than conviction. Well, I will say this. There are some people who are chopping down wood. There are some people who are doing methods that I actually am trying. Not that I need to, it's just I found it so fascinating. The clay pot with the tea candles, and you put it, I was like, wow. I bought the pots, but I haven't really put it together yet because I got to go get the little the nuts and the washers and things like that to put it together. But I'm very fascinated. So they're going to be using those type of things to heat them, and they're going to be closed in one room in order to stay warm. And in other words, they're not going to be living like first world citizens. And I've said this before. I said it seems like now with what they have done with the pipeline, that the Germany and France and wait till you hear what I got to just talk about Italy. They're now going to be suffering, and they got to look in the mirror if they want to see whose fault it is. So here we go with Italy. Key points: Italy to introduce new heating restrictions for the winter. On Thursday, Italy's outgoing... Oh, by the way, if anybody in Italy can understand the schedule, please let me know, because I couldn't understand this. On Thursdays, Italy outgoing ecological transition minister Roberto Cingolani, I think that's how you pronounce it, signed off on a new energy-saving decree introducing tighter limits and restrictions for the use of gas heating over the winter. The daily operating period will be reduced. Okay, this is what I don't understand. Let me read this, and I'm gonna read it slowly. See if I can understand if I read it again. The daily operating period will be reduced by 1 hour a day. Got that part. Whereas the overall winter heating season will be shortened to 15 days. So if winter, well, when does winter season end for Italy? Okay, I got that part too. Postponing the switch on date by 8 days. I don't understand what that means. Postponing the switch on date by 8 days and bringing the switch off forward by 7. The decree, the note added, will also tighten the cap on indoor temperature values, with businesses being asked to not exceed 18 Celsius, down from 19 Celsius, and private citizens having to set their heating at a maximum of 19 Celsius, down from 20 Celsius. Though the new restrictions will apply to the majority of the resident population, a number of buildings across the territory will be exempt. Nah, that don't seem too bad, but Lord have mercy, telling me how hot I can keep my home. All right, and last but not least, I thought this was funny. Germany army has ammo for only 2 days for war. The German army has enough ammunition for only 1 or 2 days of warfare. The German edition of news website Business Insider reported on Saturday, citing, I'm so sorry. Be serious. Citing defense industry and preliminary, did I ever pronounce that right? Sources. According to BI, Berlin is significantly lagging behind the NATO requirement. Requirement of maintaining stock for at least 30 days of fighting. It was said that the problem has been known for years, as military drills have suffered from insufficient stores. Then why did you give all your stuff to Ukraine? Stockpiles were further depleted after Germany, together with many other Western countries, began sending weapons and ammunition to Ukraine after Russia launched its military operations in the neighboring state in February. I just said that too. Why would you do that? The deliveries include 55,000 rounds of self-propelled anti-aircraft guns, 21.8 million rounds for firearms, and 50 bunker buster missiles, according to the German government. The situation with the storage, quote, will not improve on ammunition if removed from the Bundeswehrstock, where competing orders are not placed on the defense industry at the same time. I'm gonna stop. It's late. I do this when I'm late. It's whatever. The CEO of German Security and Defense Industry Association, also known as the BDSV, told BI the outlet sources, meanwhile, were quoted as saying that there has been no significant orders for defense companies to produce more. Wait a minute! You guys are low on ammunition and you don't have any of your defense, you don't have any of your weapons companies making you more weapons? Ooh, child. I can't feel sorry for you. And it could happen to a better country. Okay, let me get on over. That concludes international news. It did go a little over, but I got a shorter national news. So let's get into that right now. Let's get into the national and local news. As you all know, I am a hardcore Governor DeSantis supporter. I love this man. He is awesome sauce and the best governor we have in America. There's no governor in our country that's better than him. He is numero uno. And he has been handling business in Florida, where you had Kamala Knee-Pad Harris telling us the black people and the people of color should be giving aid first. No. One thing I love about DeSantis, he doesn't feed into that identity politics stuff. That's just not him. I love that. I do. I'm tired of it. Okay, I'm tired of the identity politics. And he was like, everybody who's a Floridian, everybody who's down here will get aid, and it will not discriminate against someone based upon their color and then put somebody in front of the line because of their color. And look at what Governor DeSantis has done already. Governor DeSantis continued to shine with Hurricane Ian recovery efforts, power almost at 100% restored. Now, in the past, with other governors, like it would take like a week or 10 days before you can get your electricity back, depending upon how hard you was hit. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is showing what true leadership is in the wake of the devastating impact of Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Ian wreaked havoc and caused widespread destruction across Florida, leaving towns destroyed and millions of Floridians without power. On Wednesday, DeSantis shared that Pine Island Bridge, damaged during the hurricane, has already been repaired only 3 days after construction began. Woo! Okay. Mm-hmm. Y'all, he ain't playing. DeSantis said on American Agenda that a lot of what you're seeing on your TV is Southwest Florida, where the storm hit, which is obviously significant. And he says, I've spent most of my time there since the storm, but this was such a big system. It dumped so much rain that you have places in Central Florida. Okay, what's this? Osceola, Orange, Seminole. Okay, I'm not going to pronounce all these counties in Florida. Y'all know that had historic amount of water. He added, South Florida Water Management District, they are able to redirect some of this water and ended up saving a lot of these homes. Oh, that's great. Your streets flooded, that's an inconvenience. But if it doesn't get to your front doorstep, then your home survives. And so we were able to save thousands of homes by redirecting the water. He is such awesome.
Really?
Okay, I pressed the wrong button, so I'm going to have to edit that part out with the clapping. So you're gonna get a long pause in that one. Text messages show woman now accusing Herschel Walker of paying for an abortion was supportive of his campaign earlier this year. Ooh, child, let's get into this tea, okay? The woman who claimed Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker paid for her abortion in 2009 was friendly with Walker's wife and supported his campaign as recently as May, text messages revealed. Breitbart News obtained screenshots of message from May between Walker's accuser and the candidate's wife, Julie. The message, first reported by NBC on Friday, suggests that the woman would later go to the left-wing Daily Beast with claims against Herschel, had entirely different sentiments about his Senate, but when his campaign kicked off when his campaign kicked off after the May Republican primary. On May the 24th, the day Herschel, a Georgia football legend, was expected to handily win the primary, the woman texts Julie, I think that's Herschel's wife, his new wife, text Julie, good luck tonight. Don't think you guys will need it, though. Okay, let's see. All right. Florida voters, good luck tonight. Don't think you guys will need it, though. It's northwest of Atlanta. I think I haven't been there yet. And then she says, feeling stressed. And then she says, this is the girl, the accuser. Don't be, just enjoy it. Praying for you guys. And then the Herschel Walker's wife hearted her mess, her reply. And then she goes, Thank you. Herschel really loves our country. And then she goes, he'll do great, and you will keep him focused. Proud of you guys. Wishing nothing but the best for you tonight. And she go, oh, thank you. Double heart emoji. And then what? This happens later tonight. Congratulations. And then I guess she says thank you, and she puts her name here, and they dox her. You know, these women, here's the deal. Herschel is still leading in the polls. I'm not a poll person, but he's still leading in the polls. And they don't want Warnock to lose his seat. And they've been coming out after Herschel. But Herschel's going to win, honey. No matter how much you guys tell myself, he cheated on his wife. He didn't take care of his kids. Well, Warnock beats his wife and barely take care of his kid, his one kid. I mean, I don't know if what y'all think y'all was going to do, but this ain't going to do nothing. Herschel, no matter how much dirt you're going to throw at him, the Georgians are going to say, we don't care about his baggage as long as he's not a Democrat. Okay, Army National Guard is losing members at a faster rate, raising concerns about overseas and future deployments. Okay, this is very important. Concerns are growing that in the coming years, units throughout the country may not have enough soldiers to meet military requirements for overseas and other deployments, as the Army National Guard is losing soldiers at a faster rate than they are recruiting, according to the AP. This year, the military effectively cut off some benefits and no longer allowed 40,000 members of the National Guard and 22,000 soldiers of the reserve to participate in their military duties because they refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay. Soldiers who refuse the vaccination orders without an approved or pending exemption request are subject to adverse administration actions, including flags, bars of service, and official reprimands. Military.com reported, citing an Army spokesperson statement. According to the authorities from the National Guard, who spoke to CBS News, 14,000 of the more than 40,000 members of the Guard who have not been vaccinated against COVID-19 have said that they have no plans to obtain the vaccination in the future. Moving right along. Oh, honey, let me tell y'all something. Hold on. I really have a sincere question for you guys. You are doing a lot of people who are saying they're going to get rid of PayPal. That's good. That's good that you're getting rid of PayPal. But what about people who have other businesses? I own a non-political business, and all that business use is PayPal. What's the alternative? That's something nobody can answer on Twitter. Okay, the political thing I'm not worried about. I'm worried about my non-political business, and all it uses is PayPal. Now, granted, PayPal is not going to do this now because it was a huge backlash, and people were posting images of them closing their account. PayPal's new policy will fine users $2,500 directly from their account if they spread misinformation. So then what happened was it was a bit, as a matter of fact, I do believe it's still trending. Well, it was still trending. Let's go check it out for a second. Hold on a second. Oh, come on, dude. You guys don't have no tweets in here? Hold on, let me see. No, I can't even get to. Anyway, I was on Twitter and it was bankrupt, #bankrupt PayPal was trending. And when that happened, a lot of people, like a lot of Republicans who are consumers, were canceling their PayPal account. But what I wanted to know was what were the businesses using since they, you get rid of PayPal. I mean, it's easy. If you're using PayPal to make payments, that's easy for you to close your account because you can use your bank account, you can use your card, you can use Cash App. It's a lot of places you can use besides PayPal, and Vimeo is part of Venmo or Vimeo. Is it Venmo? I don't know. I don't have Venmo. You can use that in addition as well with PayPal, and that's the same company. PayPal owns Venmo, and I guess you can use other places, like especially crypto. But when you own a business and you use like my other business, that business exclusively uses PayPal. One of the smart things I did for my political business is to have my own merchant service. Okay, so that's something I'm proud I did. But nobody can answer like where you're gonna go. Anywho, so after major backlash, PayPal now says company will not seize $2,500 from users if they spread misinformation. And you understand, misinformation is up to interpretation. Nobody really knows what misinformation is. I don't believe in the word, by the way. I noticed that the left always want to reinvent words. You either lying or you're not. That's all that is. Okay. So what is misinformation? Inconvenient truth? After major backlash, PayPal reversed course and said that they will not be fining people $2,500 for spreading misinformation. In its newly updated policy, PayPal announced it will begin fining users $2,500 directly from their accounts if they are found to be spreading misinformation. In 2020, PayPal changed their policy, and users were compelled to agree to the $2,500 PayPal fine if they violate the PayPal acceptance use policy. On September the 26th, the financial service announced some changes to certain agreements. Starting on November the 3rd, PayPal is expanding the existing list of prohibited activities to include sending, posting, or publications of message content and material under the accepted use policy. Blah, blah, blah. If you are a Republican, we're going to close your account because you are a Trump supporter and you are problematic. But no, really, you guys got to find out, like, there has to be an alternative. You can tell businesses. Other than that, I don't really have to worry about that particular business falling underneath that umbrella. But I think it'd be helpful for other people who are in the political space to have a place to go to. All right, we got two more. 17-year-old fully vaccinated daughter of Illinois Democrat Representative Sean Casten. She has died suddenly of a heart attack. Our hearts and well wishes out to him and his family during this time. And of course, this was a shocker. Former WWE wrestler Sarah Lee, she died at the age of 30? Like, what? But we know why, don't we, chat? Do they have more pictures of her? Yeah, look at her. Oh, I feel so sorry for her children. Oh, look at her daughter is a natural ginger. I think redheads are so cute. They're so unique. They're just so adorable. Anyway, our condolences to her family as well. So anyway, so that concludes the national and local news. And I have some ridiculousness finally, although I'm tired and I'm going to push through it. So without further ado, let's get into some ridiculousness.
Question. Have you ever had your booty power washed?
Apparently, Madonna thinks that she's still relevant, and all the plastic surgery she has done and all these crazy things she's doing on the internet, she really thinks that the younger generation, including the millennials, you know what I'm saying? I know they're not the most youngest generation, but for some reason, she really thinks people care about her. She done shaved off all her eyebrows. She colored her hair pink. Look at her. Look at her. Hold on, but we're going to take a look at her TikTok. But I was really shocked to see Madonna look like this, because the last time I saw her, she was underneath the bed showing her booty because she had a butt lift, and I think 50 Cent was clowning her, and it was well worth it. No, this wasn't this year. This was last year. It was last year. I think it was last year. Somebody fact check me on that one. And he was like, "Grandma, like, act your age." You know what I'm saying? You do, like, I don't understand this. And I you have to feel sorry for somebody like her when they just don't go away. You are a multi-millionaire. Why not just live off your money and do your own thing, and then just like stay off the internet? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. And the time before that, she was in the bathtub with pedals and music and candles, you know, doing the whole COVID thing, talking about something. We all must be together. And she got straight up trash. But let's look at this here. What happened to Madonna? Material Girl looks demonic in new video in her latest desperate public display for attention. And oh boy, is it a public display for attention. Like I said, she does look a little demonic here. She looks very bad. Like, what's going on with the eyebrows? All this, pink this, pink that. Madonna posted a video on TikTok this weekend teasing that she might be gay. Does anyone care? No. No one cares. And that's the thing. It's the trend. Oh, are you gay? No, I'm non-binary. Oh, what are your pronouns? They, them. It's like the fashion now, okay? Being gay, being trans, being non-binary, being genderqueer, and all this other crazy stuff. It's like, that's just like, oh, it's the new black. It's the new color you're going to wear. It's how you're going to be the fashion statement. And I don't understand this. So it's a trend now, because if Madonna was gay, and I don't believe she is. She never showed any signs that she was dating anyone. Now, Angelina Jolie, that girl is definitely bi, okay? That's a definite bi woman. But I've never seen Madonna with any women except when she was posing for clout and fame and shock value. But no, I mean, but then again, it's the thing now so that she can get the applause and the snapping from this community. After her several soft P videos, what do they call it? Prom? Her, oh God, I can't read this. I can't read this. Let's just go. Let's just go to her TikTok. Let's just go to her TikTok. And I saw a couple of them. Now I gotta be careful because she got this music in them. But like, look at this one right. Oh, what this? Oh, this one right here. Hold on a second.
And here we go.
Stop. I don't want to hear no music. Okay, hold on. I turned the music off. Okay, what's going on down here, Madonna? Y'all, like, seriously, watch her. Watch this. Watch this. Will she let me? Will they let me play it? Here we go. What? Is she pregnant? What's this? You know who she looked like? She looked like Marilyn Manson. She looked like Marilyn Manson right here. Like, dance. Okay. All right. Hey, I saw it. You have to see it too. Listen, you need to go blame Gateway Pundit for putting this in my news feed. That's the reason why I'm bringing it to you. So let me know what you think by leaving a comment below this video. And there you have it, dear taters, the conclusion to the Treetop News for this Monday, October the 10th. Let me know what you think. I sincerely apologize for my behavior in the video earlier. I'm telling you, I'm so tired, right? I don't even want to tell you what time it is right now, but the show must go on. So show me how much you appreciate me and doing this type of work by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and I will be taking a portion of this video and putting it on Liberty South, so be sure to go over there and give us some love. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Thank you so much for coming by and watching my video. Also, be sure to check your subscription. Make sure you still subscribe. I am constantly getting people reminding me in the comment section that they have been unsubscribed. And so I'm just telling you all, make sure you stay subscribed and check on your subscription to make sure that YouTube didn't take it away. All right, this is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Treetop News, and I'll see you on the next one. Be sure to check me out for the live stream, which is going to be tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, I always stream on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later, taters.